How do I save my marriage after cheating on my husband? 3 months ago, I went on a 3-day business trip. On the first night, I went out for drinks with some of my coworkers. While I was out, a man started flirting with me, and I kind of liked the attention. My husband has always been loving and supportive. He is handsome and in incredible shape, and he constantly compliments me. I don't know why I felt so gratified by this random guy, but I did. After way too many drinks, I went with him to his apartment. What was supposed to not happen happened. I realized immediately afterward what I had done, and I left. I cut my part in the work trip short, saying I felt ill and went home. I immediately confessed to my husband and told him the truth. I told him everything. I offered to answer all his questions. After hearing me out, he just said he needed to go for a walk. And when he came back, he just asked me if I liked it. I was honest with him. I didn't. I was intoxicated. And with a man who clearly didn't care about my pleasure. This guy is nowhere near as good as my husband is. And I told him all of this. He just stood there looking at me. Told me he needed to go out for a bit to think, and left again. He had been gone for a couple of hours and was stumbling his way back through the front door, inebriated. He could barely speak because he had too much to drink. Since it happened, this has now become a recurring theme. He's gone from drinking maybe 3 times a month at the most to drinking every night. And this is not just drinking, but getting blackout drunk and passing out, either in our backyard or on the couch. He started smoking cigarettes again, which he had already quit 2 years ago. He's been blowing off our friends when they invite him to events. He just goes to work, comes home, drinks, smokes, and passes out. He hasn't gone to the gym since the day I told him he used to go 5 times a week. He also barely eats anything. Whenever I try to talk to him, he just responds with short answers or mumbles. We had our first marriage counseling session today, and he barely spoke. The counselor tried to get something out of him, but he continued to give short answers or mumble. I've made all the effort I can to make things right. I've been doing the things he has always done for me. Make him coffee each morning, tell him he's handsome and volunteer to do errands for him. He doesn't seem to care anymore. He appears to be a shell of his former self. The man he once was is gone. I'm really scared I've done something irreparable. I hadn't seen him smile this entire time 2 nights ago when he came back from whatever pub he had been drinking at with a bloody nose and a black eye. I was horrified and tried to find out what happened. He just told me to bug off. He started telling me I might as well go find the guy I cheated with so I could be happy. I tried telling him I've always been happy with him, but he threw it back in my face asking why I cheated. Then I don't have an answer. I've spent these months racking my brain, but I can't think of a single reason why I did what I did. He wasn't better looking, nicer, in better shape, more attentive, or anything else. That conversation when he came back with a bloody nose and black eye is the longest one we've had since I told him what I did. I don't know what to do. Have I ruined my marriage for good? Is there something that I can do to make him feel better? I'm lost. I love my husband more than anything, but watching him spiral is killing me.